Welcome inside Lou Court on the campus of St. John's High School. Tonight, it's the Legacy Sports Network powering up the CSN Houston High School basketball game of the week, where the St. John's Mavs are hosting the Falcons from Kinkaid High School. Hello, high school basketball fans. Alongside the Coach T. Robinson, I'm Nick Strong. Glad to have you along. Coach, a lot of bragging rights on the game tonight. A big rivalry here in the Houston area, and the two names speak for themselves.
And they do. St. John's, Mavericks, Kinkaid, Falcons. This rivalry is a long-standing one. Goes back years where these two teams have met on the football field, on the gridiron, as well as on the court. The St. John's Falcons coming to this season with high expectations. They're back-to-back state champions, and they're looking for the three-peat. And talking with Coach Baber before the game, he likes where his team is currently. They're sitting at 20 wins. They're already beaten this Kinkaid team once, and it doesn't hurt to have Mr. Basketball, 6'6", Justice Winslow in the middle. He's averaging right at 30 points a game, and he'll be a big part of what St. John's Mavericks look to do here tonight.
On the other side of the basketball, the Kinkaid Falcons, Coach, having an emotional season, the passing of their coach around the Christmas holiday breaks. But, Coach, they haven't lost since.
No, they haven't lost since. Kinkaid comes in at 20-2, 4-0 in district play, and riding the wave of emotion following the loss of their head coach, Levi Garrett. The Falcons haven't lost a game since his passing, as you said, and they're poised to beat this year's St. John's team in the state final. They lost to that team last year, but Coach Scott Zimmerman feels like his team is playing with Coach Garrett's spirit. They've taken leadership of this team, and they'll need every ounce of every player here tonight if they're going to win. We just watched the girls' contest, and I tell you what, this crowd is raucous, and you can hear behind us, they're in a frenzy. So it's going to be tough for Kinkaid to get a win here on the road, but at 20-2, they can do it.
Coach, let's go across the sidelines. Alley-oop to Jimmy Hicks with the keys to victory.
All right, guys, as you can tell, it's on fire in this building tonight. And I'm going to tell you right now the keys to victory for this Kinkaid team. They lost the first matchup, and however, the first key to victory is to contain Justice Winslow. Last game, he had 33 points. The game before that, in the SBC Championship, 25 points. And this is the thing. Jeff Robinson must be able to either contain Justice Winslow or at least match his output per minute. And that's a very, very important key to victory. Last time these two teams matched up, Jeff Robinson finished with 14 points, 18 rebounds on the night. The third key to victory for this Kinkaid team is my main man, Larry Wilkins. I'm going to call him Silk Wilk. Silk Wilk busted nets 6 3-pointers on Tuesday night when Kinkaid beat Westbury Christian. It finished with 27 points, a game high, 5 trays. Team only had 6 trays on the night. He's going to be key to continue with that help with that hot hand. As for St. John's, in regards to that key to victory, Winslow's aggressiveness. If Winslow comes out, goes right at Jeff Robinson, this will be key because he can pick up fouls on Robinson, send him to the bench. It's going to be a heck of a chess match in regarding those two guys. Now, Winslow is averaging 28.5 points a game, 15.7 rebounds a game, and I'm telling you something, this kid is ranked in the top 6 in the United States by pretty much every poll in the United States. There he is out there. So Winslow, he's no stranger to these bright lights. This is not 40-watt light bulbs. These are not 60-watt light bulbs. This is like 500, 1,000-watt bulbs. Hey, the stage bright out here tonight. Corey Haywood. My man Corey Haywood, the productivity of this little guard for the St. John's team, he has been on fire the last 3 games. 22 points, 17 points, 14 points, all 3 wins by double digits for the St. John's team. And my man Corey, he's the Robin to the Batman on this team. So look out for him tonight. And my last key to victory for the St. John's team is the perimeter defense of St. John's. If they're St. John's guards, that includes if they can stay in front of the Kinkaid guards, they're faster. In some cases, they are stronger. They're in much more of a groove. But this St. John's team, they've done it before, and trust me, I think they can do it again. Keep your eye on Yusef Chabada, JT Trauber off the bench. These two kids will have to have the game of their lives tonight. This thing is going to go down to the wire, and it's going to be fantastic tonight. Those are my keys to victory. Back to you, Nick and Steve.
Thanks a lot, Jimmy Hicks on the sidelines, hanging out right here in St. John's High School, coach, on the campus of St. John's High School. They're called Lou Court. A lot of tradition and pride comes out of this River Oaks neighborhood. St. John's and Lamar High School right next to us, HISD. A lot of history around here as we see the banners and we see the old state championship teams. The SPC Southwest Preparatory Conference, private league conference, not involved with the TAPS, the Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools, or UIL, but they're their own conference. And it looks as though by the scoreboards and all the banners on the wall, they've made some strides around here in the River Oaks neighborhood.
No doubt. And you talk about St. John's, they've had 5 state championships in their history, 53, 64, 79, and, of course, the back-to-back years, 2011 and 2012. So, as we said before, this team of St. John's, led by Justice Winslow, who is the centerpiece of their offense, makes that team go. They're looking to three-peat here, and they feel like with what they have around him, they can get that job done. Both of these teams are senior-laden and have a wealth of experience, as St. John's is returning everybody except for one. Kinkaid returns all starters but 2. So both teams are loaded with experience, depth on the bench. We're set for a great game here tonight between 2 bitter rivals.
Yeah, a lot of basketball this year on CSN Houston, powered up by Legacy Sports Network. Some good basketball, Friday night basketball at its finest, Coach.
I tell you what, we've had some excellent matchups, the Yates and Prime Prep contest, Travis and Bush, and now this
Kinkaid. That was a killer.
I tell you what, this Kinkaid and St. John's game, quiet as kept, may be one of the best.
Let's get to the starting lineups for the home team. Looks as though the St. John's Mavericks, they're going to provide us right here with the great graphics of Legacy Sports Network. Coach Corey Haywood, he'll be running the point guard tonight. Yusef Shabata, he'll be at the 2 guard tonight. Looking at number 23, that's Joshua Hansen. He's a 6'2 junior guard. Randall Risher, number 34. And, Coach, as you said, Mr. Basketball, All-American. He's only a junior, 6'6", 215 pounds, Justice Winslow, the son of Ricky Winslow.
Phi Slamma Jamma.
Yeah, U of H, Jack Yates High School graduate. We did that in our first game. And, you know, Winslow, a lot of basketball in the Houston community. I know he's doing some positive things on a nonprofit side, but Ricky Winslow, definitely a basketball family. Let's switch over to the Kinkaid Falcons. The boys basketball 2012-2013 basketball team led by senior 5'11" guard Jeff Roberson. There's Bryson King. He'll get the start tonight, the senior, 6'5" forward. Larry Wilkins, the 5'11" guard. He's a senior, Coach. He'll be out of here next year. And number 12, that is Steven Osuji. He's a 5'10" guard. He's only a junior. And the big man in the middle, number 13, is Thomas Dillon. We're about ready for high school basketball here on the CSN Houston High School Basketball Game of the Week. Nick Strong alongside the coach, Steve Robinson. Jimmy Hicks working the sidelines. He'll have a couple of interviews for you. Headmaster, I hear TJ Ford is back in the house again. He'll talk to some parents. And, Coach, this crowd is already off to an amazing start tonight. They're already loud.
And I tell you what, it is loud in this arena. I can hardly hear myself think.
Number 42, Justice Winslow, will tip things off with Jeff Roberson. It's the 6'6" forward. As the referees chatted up, they've got a special handshake. Coach, we don't have a handshake. We've got to make us up one. The referees went out there and had some camaraderie going on with their handshakes, and they were grooving, man. Let's get right to high school basketball here. St. John's and the Falcons from Kinkaid High School. And the St. John Mavericks win the tip, Coach. Early on in the contest, the Mavs in their all-white, red trim. Kinkaid Falcons, all purple, yellow trim. As we see Winslow working the free throw line, spin around jumper, and rebound Kinkaid. Shot is up, count the bucket, Larry Wilkins. And the Kinkaid Falcons are off to an early start here, Coach. Is that what they want to do tonight?
Well, we talked about Larry Wilkins in the pregame conference with Kinkaid head coach, and he talks about him being his best all-around player, and there it is on display right there for Kinkaid.
Wow, what a crossover dribble. Leaves it back out for Wilkins. And the Kinkaid Falcons will run some offense. Coach, they come into this game on a winning streak, haven't lost this year yet. They're on a big winning streak, and that's a big part of their game. They've got some good strengths and some good strategies coming in tonight.
Well, I mean, Kinkaid is playing with a ton of confidence right now, and they're, of course, very emotional following their loss as a team overall, but this team has rallied.
Corey Haywood hits the three from outside the arc. They take the lead. St. John's 3, Kinkaid 2. You
see the trap right there on the double team.
And there's Jeff Roberson going in, and he's fouled. He'll go up for a quick 2. Looks as though we'll have our first 2 shots of the game there. Jeff Roberson, only a junior, 6'6" forward.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be the premier matchup to watch here tonight. Jeff Roberson, a 3-year letterman, 6'6", versus Justice Winslow, the 6'6" junior for St. John's.
4-2, both free throws are good, and the Kinkaid Falcons take the early lead here. St. John's, coach, big rivalry game. St. John's and the Episcopal. As we see the 3 ball there, no good. This game goes all the way back, coach. I mean, these are two storied high schools. President Bush, the first George Bush, also, younger Bush also attended Kinkaid High School.
Wow.
That's why it's so packed here tonight. I see the student section over there. Traveling violation. I see the student section over there. They're getting crunked loud.
You can see early on right there, all picks will be trapped by St. John's out of that man-to-man defense.
And we actually see the Kinkaid student section. They've made the drive from the Galleria area. Memorial. And a turnover by the Kinkaid. Actually, St. John's will keep it on their own court. Last touch by Kinkaid.
Both teams will be in man-to-man defense here tonight. I'm talking with both coaches. They don't know the meaning of what zone is, so you'll see lockdown defense on both sides.
Winslow from outside the arc, no good. Kinkaid back on the push. Wilkins from downtown. Rebound, Roberson. Kicks it out one time. King goes up and count the, no, offensive foul.
And they got 3 seconds on the big man for Kinkaid right there. Take a look on the replay. You see one pass, you see 5 standing in the lane, another pass, and that's where the 3 seconds comes. Got to be ready to handle that pass underneath.
Winslow shoots. Kinkaid back on the push.
Tell you what, Kinkaid will live with Winslow taking jump shots all night long.
And couldn't get on the ball where they wanted to.
An unforced error right there by Corey Haywood. He looked for a trip from the official. The official says, get back down to the other end.
Here's Scott Zimmerman, head coach of the Kinkaid Falcons High School.
And what a tough spot to be put in as an assistant. The head coach suddenly passing away, and then you have to take over the reins. But he's done an admirable job with his team.
And, Coach, you talked with Coach Zimmerman for the game. How did he say that's been motivating his team so far?
Well, he talked about the poise that his team has played with, and he's really proud of the way that they've come together as a unit, and they used the tragic events of the passing of Coach Garrett as a rallying point for the rest of the season. They just talked about how much Coach Garrett meant to his team and to the community, and how everybody has rallied around this Kinkaid club.
Justice Winslow misses 3. Kinkaid back on the push. Roberson. Osiji, a 5'10" junior guard.
I tell you what a great story it would be if Kinkaid was able to take this run and finish with a championship.
Corey Haywood from outside. Winslow with the rebound. Winslow going inside. An offensive foul. Wow, no home cooking there, Coach.
Yeah, the official on the far side right there getting Justice Winslow with offensive foul. As you can see him in the post right here. Good job of positioning his body. Excellent job by number 33, Bryson King. We talked about his leadership in the pregame with Coach Zimmerman. He's one of those three-year lettermen and those seniors that play for this Kinkaid squad.
A lot of stars in the house tonight. I see Mr. John Lucas over there, courtside under the baseline. TJ Ford, courtside seat. And going up strong right there was Jeff Robertson with his courtside seat, in for two.
Tell you what, Jeff Robertson has looked good here in the early going from that power forward position.
Randall gets it back up to Youssef. Youssef back to Haywood. Haywood runs the offense. Justice Winslow comes in. Drives, count the bucket. Great job there by Justice Winslow.
Yeah, there you see the versatility of Justice Winslow playing on that perimeter. Right, they got a smaller man on him going hard to the rack right there, and he'll get that and one opportunity for three the old-fashioned way.
Looks like we'll have our first media timeout. Let's go down to Jimmy Hicks on, well, Jimmy Hicks, let's wait on Jimmy Hicks. Let's take it to break. We'll be right back. We'll have Jimmy Hicks on the sidelines.
Up next for Career Day, quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
That State Farm agent said she helps people. What do you do?
I play football.
That's not a job.
Well,
Did you save my dad hundreds with the discount double check?
no, but I was MVP last year.
Mr. Hubble says trophies are for people with self-esteem issues.
Who's Mr. Hubble?
That's Rod Hubble.
No, it is not.
For savings, we're best in class.
Hey, Roger! Discount double check!
Get to a better state. State Farm.
You know the first thing people say after trying Raising Cane's premium, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers? Served with extra long crinkle-cut fries, made fresh daily cane sauce, and grilled Texas toast? They say, "Where have you been all my life?" To which our chicken fingers don't reply because, well, chicken fingers can't talk. Raising Cane's. One love.
Welcome back to high school basketball here on the High School Game of the Week. Let's go on the sidelines to Jimmy Hicks.
And I am right here with the headmaster of the St. John's Mavericks, and that is my man Mark Desjardins. Hey, Mark, tell me one thing about it. How did you guys prepare for such a blockbuster game? What do you do during the course of the week?
You know, we just make sure that we talk to our students and say, be supportive of your classmates and your teammates and come out and just have a really enjoyable experience. And we really try to get the entire community involved. So you've got, looking in the fan base, you've got 5th graders and 6th graders and 8th graders in there with the high school students. So that's what it's all about.
And of course, now you've been at St. John's for how many years?
3 years. This is my 3rd year.
And which one has been the easiest?
This one. So you get through your first one, you're just lucky that you're standing at the end of the year. But this has been a wonderful, welcoming community. Really happy and blessed to be here.
Are you a big basketball fan?
Big basketball fan. I played in high school and I coached in high school as well. So I love coming out here and supporting the team.
Well, thanks a bunch. And of course, it's St. John's 6-6 in the midway through this first quarter. We're going to take it back to Nick and Steve. Let you guys break it on down.
Thanks a lot, Jimmy Hicks, working the sidelines with the headmaster. Man,
and
how much did you pay for that, Jimmy Hicks?
And you took a look right there, as you see on the replay, what we missed while we were with Jimmy. Another offensive foul. That's number 2 on Mr. Winslow, and that could be big. 2 big calls early on here in the first quarter. Offensive variety for Justice Winslow.
Thomas Dillon puts 2 points in the bucket for the Kinkaid Falcons. The score now 8-6.
It's going to be very important for Kinkaid to continue this defensive pressure that they're putting on Winslow, as you can see him take that ball to the basket. And I'm sure that's what Coach wants him to do. as opposed to settling for those long jump shots. Put it on the deck and attack the rim.
Great job there by Justice Winslow. Spinaroonie to the lane, ties this game at 8. Jim Dickey in the house, U of H basketball coach, scouting some local area talent. You know, one thing you don't necessarily a lot of talk about, Coach, is when you talk about Houston area local talent, some people like to forget about the private schools.
No, you definitely can't forget about the private schools, because I'm looking on the court right now, and I see a few good athletes who U of H would love to have and could definitely use.
They can go along with that three-point shooting Joe Young, Conference USA, Cougs of U of H.
And, of course, Ricky Winslow, U of H grad,
That's right.
5-slammer jammer.
Hakeem Olajuwon, Michael Young.
Hey, why not recreate it with Joe Young at U of H along with Justice Winslow?
That's right. We see Kinkaid on the push, up and under, buckets. Thomas Dillon up and under with the scoop. Back on the push is St. John's. On the miss, here comes the Falcons of Kinkaid, soaring high on Lou Court.
Yeah.
And offensive foul there.
Yeah, I think they got Larry Wilkins for a push-off as the official gives a signal. As he tried to make that move baseline, did a nice job of pulling up. As you can see him here on the replay right there, a nice crossover dribble as he beats his defender. And right there, you get a little push-off to create the separation. The official right there on top of it.
Coach, talk about this crowd tonight, man. I mean,
it's
literally
almost
standing room only.
Hey, it's almost as packed as the Yates and Prime Prep game we had a few weeks ago.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, we got some of the best games here.
We always get some good games.
Look out.
Wow. Talk about 5-slammer jammer. What a jam by Justice Winslow.
Yeah, you talk about parting the Red Sea right there as you see Kinkaid defenders scatter from out of the paint when they see Justice Winslow coming down the pipe for that slam. You're going to get travel right there. Got to put it on the deck first.
What happened?
He tried to make a move before he put it on the deck.
Okay. You know, I always get that confused, man. I don't know my rule book that good when it comes to traveling violation. All I know is when I get that ball, I'm getting to the lane some way, somehow. Now in the court, maybe you don't call it, but I guess in SPC, it's called pretty tight. Corey Haywood to the lane, bounce pass to Wes Wallace. And last touch by Kinkaid, St. John's basketball.
Yeah, see the Mavericks outside trying to work pick and roll at the top with Corey Haywood and Winslow, the two best players. So they'll have the ball the majority of the night.
Winslow backing down, shot is up, count it. And a one for Justice Winslow.
Yeah, and you can see Winslow, despite the two fouls early on, is starting to get in a rhythm here. And an excellent job right there catching that ball in the paint. He was patient and let everybody run by, let defenders run by. Realized he had a mismatch with a smaller man behind him. They get the defender on the reach in. 3 points, the old-fashioned way.
Just under 40 seconds left to go here. What do you like so far about this contest?
Well, I mean, the pace of the tempo of the game is picked up here late in the first quarter, but both teams are playing excellent offensively as well as defensively.
2 points by Thomas Dillon. Makes the score 13-12 in favor of St. John's.
Yeah, you got to like the way Dillon turns the corner when he comes off that pick and roll and attacks the rim.
Justice Winslow looks like he's playing for the last shot here. Wow, and a 5-second call.
Yeah, he held on to that basketball a little bit too long, did Winslow, on the perimeter. A little bit too much one-on-one. Got caught with the 5-second call.
Harold Baber.
Yeah, he's working the official right there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, the official standing right there calling and counting.
And it looks like that'll do it. 13-12 in the books. St. John leads the Falcons from Kinkaid High School. Welcome back to high school basketball here. Let's go on the sidelines to Jimmy Hicks.
And right here in the stands, it's been fired up, and I'm right here with the headmaster of Kinkaid High School, and of course it's Mr. Dunn North. Hey, you enjoying yourself?
Oh, this is a fantastic game, Jim. Just a fantastic game. Close game, evenly matched, well played.
Well, I mean, I heard you a while ago. You were telling me you were breaking it down a little bit. Give me your I guess your analysis of what's going on so far.
Well, they've got a great player, of course, in Justice Winslow, and he's probably one of the top 4 or 5 players in the country in the junior class. And, you know, the trick for them is not to try to have him do everything. But we're guarding him right now with a really short guy who's very quick, and he's containing him just a little bit. But you can't keep him from scoring. He's just that good.
And of course, and then flipping the page a little bit, how has the mode and what did you have to do around the school in order to set the tone to get people motivated after being so somber over the past couple of weeks for Coach Garrett and his passing away?
That was a huge loss for us. Coach Garrett was a wonderful man, a good friend to all of us, and you're right about that. There was a real sense of somberness there. Our boys loved him. They absolutely loved him. But if you can't get excited about a game against St. John's, then something's wrong.
And of course, speaking, I'm listening to both student sections. They're fired up right now. I mean, do you give them any tips or something with the student section?
We tell them to try to, focus on the positive and not negatively go after any players in the other team. Just focus on the positive, but be as loud as they can.
Now, so some of the viewers right now may be interested in becoming a student or applying to come to Kinkaid. What do they do? And pretty much Kinkaid, you guys, how much is it a year to go?
Well, at both Kinkaid and St. John's and other, the tuition is high. There's no question about that. But we also provide quite a bit of need-based financial aid. We give about $2.3 million a year in need-based financial aid, and we're happy to do that. But there is an application process. Students need to fill out an application. They take a test. They go through an interview process. They meet with one of the members of the admissions committee, and then the admissions committee meets and makes their decisions.
I know one thing. I know Nick and Coach Steve Robinson, they definitely can use some financial aid right now. We can get some aid after this game. But thanks a bunch, Mr. North, and thanks for your time.
Thank you. Enjoyed it very much. Thanks a lot.
Woo! Back to you guys.
Coach, I can use some financial aid. Yes, I can. I need a lot of assistance. As long as I have you, I'll be all right until April 5th or March 5th. 13-12, the St. John's Mavericks lead the Kinkaid Falcons. And, when you talk about private school, Coach, the admission, the education is a little hefty, but it's well worth it in this area, in this neck of the woods.
Yes, no doubt. The number one thing that you want if you're a parent for your child is to get the best opportunity available, and whether it's private or public, you want to have, the best situation possible for your kids. And both Kinkaid and St. John's provide that.
And have turned out some great, not only athletes, but some great, businessmen and businesswomen in the local community here in Houston, Texas, and across the country. I think Devin Wade, Tiger Sports Network broadcast, a graduate of Kinkaid High School.
Wow.
Yeah. St. John's leads 14-12. Mavs going from right to left on your television screens. Justice Winslow, cross-court pass. Driving the baseline now, back up top. We'll have to reset, a little miscommunication there.
You see both teams have been patient here in this contest with their offense running those motion sets, trying to find an opening in the defense.
Great move, but great defense there by the Kinkaid Falcons. Thomas Dillon going to the lane. Slam, jam. Brought home by the 6'4" Jeff Roberson.
Yeah, talked about the tempo being set. Good job right there by the point guard, Larry Wilkins, being patient and letting that play develop as he attacked the rim and found the big fella for the flush. See both teams taking their time offensively, and good half-court defense. Good tight man-to-man defense from Kinkaid.
Justice Winslow going to the rack, going up strong. Last touch by the St. John's Mavs. Coaching that first quarter, Justice Winslow led all scorers, 10 points, 4 for 8 from the field goal line. And on the Kinkaid Falcons side, Thomas Dillon, the junior, with 6 points.
Take a look at the replay here. Who hit that ball last? It looked like that was off Kinkaid.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, I guess the official's entitled to miss one.
No point spreads tonight. Big game here. Did you call any lines on this one?
No, I tell you what, it's just it's a great game. And whichever team wins, it's going to be a huge win for their confidence. You know, since St. John's has already beat Kinkaid once this year, so, and that was at Kinkaid's house, so you know Kinkaid wants to pay him back.
Loose ball, Kinkaid Falcons back on the push. Steven Osuji, kiss off the glass, put back in by the big fella, Sam Mays. Sam Mays off the bench. St. John's back on the run. 3 ball, no good. Talked to Jimmy Hicks early on. He says he's real big on Sam Mays, the sophomore. He's a 6-man. He's able to come in and provide. Jeff Roberson with that last shot. As the St. John's Mavericks come back down the court. Corey Haywood for 3. Buckets. 17-16, and we've got a ball game.
Yeah, that's what you need. Inside with Justice Winslow, outside with Corey Haywood. He's one of the leaders of this team.
Everybody standing here on Luke Court. Mavericks, Falcons.
This is the matchup that I want to see here.
Roberson loses it.
Roberson
off the foot of Justice Winslow. Media timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 17-16. St. John's Mavs over the Falcons from Kinkaid High School.
Get the 20-piece McNuggets.
What?
That lovely girl that caught your eye? The 20-piece McNuggets are only $4.99 on the extra value menu. You offer to share them. A conversation begins.
That's pretty smart.
I've been around.
20-piece chicken McNuggets. Just $4.99. Only on McDonald's extra value menu. The simple joy of being extra smart.
Welcome back to the CSN High School Basketball Game of the Week, powered by Legacy Sports Network. Jimmy Hicks on the sidelines.
And hey, and right here with me right now is the girls' head basketball coach, Stacy Marshall.
Yes.
And of course, hey, what a game just a while ago. Take us through that fourth quarter of that big win over St. John's.
I tell you what, great game. That's what we were down about 6 points. That's what we really stepped up defense. Brecca Thomas hit some incredible shots just to bring us back to a 4-point victory. So it was great.
Brecca, how did it feel stepping up? It was like the woman in that game. How did it feel?
It was good. I mean, I think as a team, though, everybody played together. It was a team effort. Everybody came up and stepped up after we lost the man and just got the energy going, and it was good for us. It was good.
You've been at Kinkaid for
12 years.
Yeah. You're from the Bay Area. Now tell us the difference in the basketball back home where you're from as opposed to right now in Houston.
Well, then since I am a transported Texan, then like I will say just that, Texas plays a pretty good ball.
And of course now, next up is for you guys is what?
We play Cooper next Friday at home, just so we have a big game there. So.
Well, good luck to the Kinkaid, and of course, little Brecca right here. She's taking the action right now. Hey, might have to go and check and sub her in for the bars in a second. Let me get some action with
the shots for him too.
All right, thanks a bunch, and congratulations and good luck the rest of your season.
All right,
hey, back to you guys.
Hey, Coach, that was a great game early on that we saw before this game. The girls' game went all the way down to the wire. Kinkaid pulling that one out.
Yeah, it was a great game. Good finish to that contest, and the Kinkaid boys hoping to duplicate the girls' success in the first contest.
Yeah, Coach Chauncey said she was from the Bay Area, and I hear it in her voice. She's got the Valley accent. You know how you did it? I did a stint out there for a year and a half. A lot of basketball out there, matter of fact, Coach. West Coast basketball, you've seen it. St. Mary's, the Gales, Gonzaga, Pac-12, not what it used to be, you know, but, you know, some stars coming out of that area, the Oakland area, the Los Angeles area. West Coast basketball is trying to get back on the map.
Yeah, it is, and I tell you what, they're doing it with a lot of Texas talent. You got Damian Dotson, the Jack Yates star from a couple championship teams ago, and he's playing well for the Oregon Ducks right now.
You always find somewhere to throw Texas on in there, Coach.
we got to. We're on the map now.
22-16. The Mavs lead the Falcons here in the second quarter.
See St. John's trying to open up a little lead here, gaining a little momentum, up 5.
From outside the arc, rebound, Justice Winslow. Full court pass. They've got an advantage. Layup, bucket. Yusef Shabatia.
Yeah, and Coach Zimmerman is going to get a quick timeout here, and he's going to give his team an earful as they come to the bench, not getting back on defense. The long jump shot on one side, rebound and outlet on the other side, right there from Winslow. And you can see no Kinkaid Falcons back on defense. Easy 2 points for the St. John's Mavericks.
As we see the Kinkaid Falcons, Coach, they trail 23-16. What does Coach Zimmerman tell these guys to get back into this contest?
Well, he definitely doesn't like the effort of his team right now, especially defensively and in transition. You had the offensive foul a couple plays ago while Jimmy was doing the interview. And so Kinkaid finds themselves down by 7 here in the second quarter on the road. They need to find a way to stabilize themselves offensively, get something going, make sure that they're getting back on defense and playing hard here with 2:14 left in the second quarter. You don't want to let this lead get above 10 here as you get down here late in the second quarter. It's really about how you finish these quarters. It's not how you play throughout them, but you want to finish the quarter strong going in a half with some type of momentum. You don't want to let this lead get out of control, especially on the road.
How do the Mavs keep up the intensity here right before the half?
Well, I mean, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. They're playing with a lot of energy right now. They're playing good team basketball.
Kinkaid Falcons trail by 7 with the basketball. Looking outside from downtown, no good. Rebound, King going up strong. Mavs back on a push, trying to extend the lead before the half. And Justice Winslow will run some clock here.
Yeah, they've got
Haywood back to Winslow. Winslow backing down, going to the lane, bucket. 25-16, Coach, and he said it was too easy for me down there.
Yeah, that was way too easy. They had the smaller defender on Winslow, but if you're going to put a smaller defender on Winslow, you got to double him up. You can't let him go one-on-one and have his way down there on the block, which is what he just did.
And it looks like we've got a traveling violation, Coach, and right in front of Coach Baber. And those are the calls that he was politicking for early on, as we saw early on in the contest.
Yeah, Wilkins right there went pick and roll with Roberson, and then got trapped right there, picked the ball up, picked that dribble up, and wasn't able to find anybody. Traveled in the process. Good pressure defense right there by St. John's in the half court.
Winslow from downtown, from the concession stand. Wow, buckets. 28-16, they extend the lead to 12.
Yeah, and this is the worst thing that you can have happen to you right now if you're Kinkaid, is to go down big here late in the second quarter after you played so well for a quarter and a half.
Osiji. And Dillon driving. And looks like we'll have a foul here.
Yeah,
under the baseline, they'll inbound the basketball.
That's only the 4th team foul on St. John, so still a few more to give.
Wilkins from downtown, no good. Rebound, Winslow.
You're going to need some of those 3-pointers to fall if you're Kinkaid here tonight.
Just under 20 seconds left to go. Nick Strong and the coach, Steve Robinson, Jimmy Hicks on the sideline, bringing you the CSN Houston High School Basketball Game of the Week, powered by Legacy Sports Net.
Yeah, so you got Thomas Dillon, 5'11" on Justice Winslow, 6'6".
Haywood, no good. Kinkaid with the last shot. No. And the St. John's Mavericks will take this lead into the half by 12, 28-16.
Footage was captured at a local grocery store. This man just took money from his bank that wasn't in his account. Did you catch it? Let's see that again. There, he just got 10 cents back for every $10 or more purchase on his debit card with cashback counts checking from Community Bank. Imagine a bank that actually pays you to use your debit card. Swipe all you can from your bank. Community Bank of Texas. Bank where you live.
Banking, but better. Shell Federal Credit Union. Perfect credit, not required. Shell Federal Credit Union. No matter where you work or live in Harris County, you're welcome here with full service banking. More for you at Shell FCU. Banking, but better. Shell Federal Credit Union.
By Legacy Sports Net, Nick Strong alongside Jimmy Hicks, the coach Steve Robinson. 28-16, your score, Jimmy, and it's been a banger tonight here.
Well, I mean, Justice Winslow, this is the Justice Winslow show. My thing is, I have a motto. There's no such thing as a bad game in the big game. And this is the big game right now. So therefore, it's Justice Winslow. He came to play. He's defending his home turf. 20 points in the first half. He's outscored the entire Kinkaid team. Wow. We would never have thought of that, but at the same time, hey, when you're ranking the top 10 in everybody's poll in the country, when you have a first place from a USA basketball gold medal dangling around your neck, then, what would you expect anything less? So now the thing that's scary is, and it really could get scary, because the supporting cast for St. John's really haven't opened this thing up and had a chance to go and do their thing. So it's one of those situations where you have Lionel Richie been singing all night, and now you might have the Commodores might be jamming when we come back in the second half.
Coach, on the other hand, the Kinkaid Falcons trail by 12. What do they need to do to get back into this contest?
I'll tell you what, Kinkaid is down right now, but they're not out. They're trailing by 12. What they have to do is, number one, as Hicks said, you got to find a way to stop Justice Winslow. He has 20 at halftime, and he's been this focal point of the St. John attack. He's the focal point of offense. They're playing him right now with a smaller defender, and that may not be the best strategy for them. If you're going to play him with a smaller defender, you got to find a way to double team him and get the ball out of his hands. So you may see them switch defenders on Justice Winslow in the second half. I'm sure that they tried that with Ricky as well. And so if Kinkaid is going to be able to win here in the second half and come back, they're going to have to put a bigger defender on them, and they're going to have to get the ball out of Justice Winslow's hands and make somebody else beat you. And I tell you what, if they are Lionel Richie and the Commodores, we need to see what the Commodores can do. Are they lip syncing, or are they coming to play basketball here tonight?
Jimmy Hicks, big game coming up in the second half.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, one thing about it is going to be watching and see who makes the best adjustments. That's what it's going to be about right now. They both win the halftime, and Kinkaid's coach has a chance to get this thing together and try to reinforce, or I guess adjust them tools to find a way to contain Justice Winslow, as I said, in one of the keys to victory. You must contain him. And right now, they hadn't done a great job, and it happens sometimes. But that's why they have two halves of basketball. So right now, Jeff Roberson, it may be his chance to dance.
No doubt about it. And you talk about Kinkaid, they haven't lost since mid-December. And so they've been playing high on emotion. In the first half, they came out really flat. They haven't played with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. So I suspect you'll see a different attitude and a different swagger come out in the second half from the Kinkaid Falcons.
When we return, second half action here on Lou Court. Welcome back to the CSN Houston High School Basketball Game of the Week, powered by Legacy Sports Network. The St. John's Mavericks lead this contest over the Kinkaid Falcons, 28-16. Ready for third quarter action here and on Lou Court on the campus of St. John's High School. Nick Strong alongside the coach, Steve Robinson, Jimmy Hicks roaming the sidelines. A lot of action here tonight, Coach. 28-16, but this crowd has been the story.
Yeah, I tell you what, and the student section seems to be growing.
Here they come, yeah.
And they're still filing in here.
There was a big soccer game outside on the football field early, on the soccer field. So I'm sure a lot of people coming in from that game as well.
It's a lot of basketball to be played.
St. John's now going from left to right as Justice Winslow, coach. Again, it's too easy for him down low.
Yeah, I tell you what, Thomas Dillon is 5'11", 6 foot, being a generous height description. Yeah. Justice Winslow is 6'6". There's no way he can guard him on the post.
Teardrop jumper, no good. Rebound, Winslow. St. John's back on the push. Corey Haywood from the baseline. Teardrop, no good. Rebound, King. Robeson wants to shoot it from the outside, no good. And Kinkaid, they've got to take some high percentage shots here in the second half, Coach. They're down 14.
Yeah, they did a better job in the first quarter and a half of being patient on offense and moving the basketball. Late in that second quarter, they got a little bit three-ball happy, shot a lot of jump shots from the outside, and now they're in a situation where they find themselves down 14 here in the third quarter.
And they're only kids, Coach. They're going to feel like they have to, get it all in one shot, but they don't have to.
No, right now, if you're Kinkaid, what you want to do is you want to get good high percentage shots, as you said, and you're going to do that by running your offense, getting into your sets, and moving the basketball with the pass as opposed to taking long, wild jump shots and dribbling out the clock.
Wilkins shoots the two-ball bucket. 30-18, they cut this lead to 12.
And that's a prime example of what you want to do, and that's how you're going to get yourself back in the game if you're Kinkaid. Move the basketball around the perimeter, then find the open player, and that's very open right there for Justice Winslow on the dunk.
What a slam, 32-18, and the student section is going crazy. They must love Justice Winslow here.
How do you miss 42?
Yeah.
He has 26 points. How do you miss him?
Dillon going up strong. Count it.
It's a good move there by Dillon, fighting through the contact right. He was hit a couple times. No foul call, but he was still able to finish that play.
Jimmy Hicks lurking to get us the best interview on the sideline.
A little man-to-man full court pressure here from Kinkaid, trying to force St. John's into some type of mistake. Still man-to-man defense.
Haywood. And Winslow hasn't come out this game yet tonight.
No, I don't think he'll sit down. So no need to.
He's double teamed now. He's got to look for the pass inside. Shabatia. No good. Loose ball, rebound, and out of bounds. Kinkaid basketball.
Okay, that was a good stop there by Kinkaid defensively. Winslow didn't touch the ball that possession, so they did a good job of denial. Made somebody else take a shot.
Winslow, 8 for 14. 20 points. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. He's having a good game tonight. Who knows? Maybe he might choose U of H. Kansas also in the house. And a lot of discrepancy on the court.
Yeah, it looks like on the jump shot right there, that ball was tipped, and the side official had a good look at it, so he overrules the baseline official. Kinkaid will keep the basketball. See how many passes Kinkaid has on his possession before a shot.
Osiji gets into Wilkins. Wilkins out to King. He'll reset. Roberson to the lane, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot the 2.
Yeah, that was 5 passes right there for Kinkaid before that shot was taken by Roberson. So an excellent job of patience on offense. So you can see he was able to find that mismatch and take his man off the dribble a little bit quicker. Roberson able to earn himself an opportunity for 2 free throws.
32-21. Here's the second. Bucket. St. John's lead is down to 10. And
there it
last
is.
touch of the bounds by St. John's. And this is what Kinkaid needs. A couple of loose balls here, and points off turnover is going to be their big key in the second half.
Right, full court pressure right there, man-to-man press. Get the unforced turnover. All he had to do was catch the ball right there, and he would have been off to the races. But that's what pressure will do.
Shot is up by Wilkins. Count it. They dice the lead to 8 now.
Yeah, that Wilkins kid looks good coming off those screens. Scoring up for those jump shots.
Winslow will take it. No, he'll pass it. From outside, Joshua Hansen. Yes! 35-24. They take the lead back to 11.
Yeah, that was a big 3 right there after Kinkaid had fought to get it back, get that lead down to 8.
Roberson looks inside to King. King from the free throw line. No good. Rebound, Justice Winslow. Almost under 4 minutes left to go here. And from the outside is Risha Randall. Shoots it no good. Loose ball. Tipped in the air. Here come the Falcons. Left side, Osuji. No good. And Kinkaid's shot selection has not been that great tonight.
Yeah, they get in trouble when they take 3-point shots and outside shots early in the possession. Does Kinkaid. They're better when they move the basketball.
Can't wait. Come to Texas Emergency Care Center. We're a licensed, freestanding emergency room open 24 hours a day, every day. Whether it's a broken bone or chest pain, the doctors and staff at Texas Emergency Care Center specialize in emergency medicine. We're ready and waiting, so you don't have to. At Texas Emergency Care Center, you'll be seen in minutes. We're open 24/7 in Pearland, Cypress, and Atascocita. Find us online at txercare.com.
Our innermost desire is the force that inspires us to find outright delight. With any size icy cold Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea for just $1.
Welcome back to the CSN Houston High School Game of the Week, powered by Legacy Sports Network. Let's go on the sidelines over to Jimmy Hicks.
right here. Hey, as hot as Justice Winslow is, I had to go and find his mother in the stands. I have Robin Davis with me right now. What did you tell him before the game?
Have fun. I always tell him to have fun. Just go out there and play and just have fun. But I don't really have to tell him that much because he loves to win. So he has to do whatever it takes to win.
Was there a particular game plan or approach? What does he normally do before the games and when he's preparing for such a game of this magnitude?
Honestly, Jim, we don't talk about the game. We don't talk about basketball. He knows what he has to do. We don't talk about basketball at home.
But what about colleges right now? What's going on in the college front and the recruiting front for Justice?
Well, Justice made his list of 10. I believe it was Wednesday night. And he pulled me over Thursday and said, let's talk about basketball. And we started talking about school. And the next thing I know, he goes, can we talk about basketball for like 2 minutes? He told me his list. I agree with his list. Every school on his list. And we're just, I'm just along for the ride. I'm having a good time.
Why don't you give us a couple of those schools right now?
Oh, gosh. North Carolina, Duke, Florida, Houston, Texas A&M, Baylor, Kansas, UCLA, Stanford.
Well, two of those coaches are in the building tonight. Of course, Kansas, assistant coach Norm Roberts, and of course, University of Houston's head coach James Dickey and assistant Alvin Brooks. And so, any one of those have been giving you the eye tonight?
All of the coaches that made his top 10 have made shout-outs to myself or Justice in the last 48 hours, and so it's a good look. It's a good thing right now.
Well, definitely. Hey, thanks a bunch, Robin, and for your time, and congratulations so far. You guys up 38-24 in this third quarter, and we're going to let you guys take it back, Steve and Coach Rob.
Hi, Mom. Just want to say hi, Mom.
They're saying hi, Mom, to you from the press box.
Coach, every Division I school in America.
Yeah, she went down the list,
Yeah.
and she might as well have gone through the top 25 polls.
But I mean,
Wow.
it's well deserving. This guy's he's a man amongst men tonight. He's a man amongst boys tonight, having a great game. Ricky Winslow, 10 for 17, 24 points so far tonight, Coach. I mean, what an awesome guy.
Right, and he's at the free throw line looking for more. And you've seen all of his abilities showcased here tonight. The outside game, he's hit a few three-pointers from the perimeter. You've seen him put it on the deck and take it hard to the rack.
Yeah.
And you've seen him play defense as well. So he's definitely an all-around player. You look at his size, you can't go wrong with a kid like Ricky Winslow. He's played on the national stage, and so he has that championship pedigree.
As we heard the list, we talked about West Coast schools earlier. UCLA and Stanford involved in that list, Coach. But also Duke and North Carolina when you take it back to the East. And Mom, she had to throw James Dickey in there, U of H, As we see him right there, left wing. He'll drop it from the back side. Yes! 43-26. What a game.
Yeah, there he shows you the outside shooting touch. And if you go pick and roll, if you're St. John's, Kinkaid, you cannot go underneath that screen because he's going to burn you every time. Got to either switch on pick and rolls.
Watch the alley-oop here. There he is. Shot was blocked, got it right back. Wow, on the one-hand tip. And is that a?
I think they're going to get Winslow for a technical foul.
Tawny?
Yeah, just a little bit right there right there after the putback. He has a little few words for Bryson King on the way back down the court. And the official says, that's a little bit too much, big fella. But, I mean, he has 30 in the third quarter, so.
You know who Mike Breen is?
Yeah, ABC, ABC broadcaster, Mike Breen.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Mike Breen.
The official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Officials working hard tonight. So we see Coach Baber on the screen. 45-26 now your score. And he hits one more. Larry Wilkins, the 5'11 senior guard. You went away to school. Did you meet a lot of guys from any private schools?
Not too many guys from private school. How about you?
Yeah, I did. And, they're just homeschool guys. They're just, homely. They're a small school environment. And one thing I can talk about is the atmosphere. They love their sports. As we see another 3-ball hit there by the Falcons, they love their sports, and they know how to have fun, and they know how to play together as a team. You know, these small schools, and, you know, Justice Winslow is going to be a good team player, Coach.
Yeah, he definitely is. He'll be a 4-year letterman when he enrolls at whatever college that he and his family decide.
Where you guessing? You heard all the schools. Where you guessing?
Wow,
Duke, North Carolina. What you guess?
I tell you what, Houston is probably going to be in the mix.
They probably will. I'm thinking they will.
They'll be on the list. They'll be in one of the finalists.
I mean, that's your father's alma mater. You know, played there.
No doubt about it.
Played in the NBA after that. You know, you can't turn down the Cougs.
Still have a chance to play at home.
Yeah. As we see a shot up by Armstrong, no good. Rebound, Kinkaid. Just under 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter as a foul down low on the Mavericks.
But I'll be honest, Nick, just looking at this game and his style of play, I sure could see him in Carolina blue. I could see him on that Jayhawk
Duke
team
blue,
as
what
well.
about Duke blue?
Not too sure.
Yeah.
I can see him in Kansas.
Kansas they produce a lot of big men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a perimeter type guy. A big who can shoot it from the outside as well as play on the block. Bill Self likes those type of guys at Kansas.
Yeah, I saw Kansas and Kansas State play a couple of nights ago. You know the unique thing about that game? Those were U of I's, University of Illinois' last two coaches, Bill Self and Bruce Weber. Bruce Weber now at Kansas State, Bill Self at Kansas. They're the last two coaches before the new coach at University of Illinois this year.
Who's at University of Illinois now?
The guy from University of Akron made the big run in the playoffs.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, can't remember his name. Maybe our statistician down there.
How's that working out for U of I?
U of I isn't bad. I mean, but the Big Ten coach is one of the best conferences in the land. I mean, they're probably just as good as the ACC right now. No? You got Michigan State. Michigan's top of the land right now.
Michigan is up there. That's
U of I
right.
is doing a great job. You like Tubby Smith up there in Minnesota.
Ohio State's.
And Ohio State's in the mix.
They're always there. Yep.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, that ACC is just tough. And it's only getting better with the addition of those Big East schools.
Shot is up from downtown, off the mark, no good. Rebound, St. John's. And I think they'll play for the last shot here. It's Coach Baber, Harold Baber. Looking like Sidney Price, looking like Sidney Lowe down there. Winslow with 5, 4, 3. Winslow, the step back, and tipped. And that'll end it here. 8 minutes left to go, 45-31 your score. The Mavs over the Falcons. Welcome back to the CSN Houston High School Basketball Game of the Week, powered by Legacy Sports Network. Let's go live to Jimmy Hicks on the sideline.
Right here with me, I have the father of Jeff Roberson, and this, of course, is Jeff Roberson Sr. And tell me, what do you see so far in this game right here? Kinkaid is on the bottom end of the stick so far. What do you see?
I think they just came out a little tight. They need to loosen up. I think we still have time. We need to get back to the basics, kind of get the ball in the middle and keep it moving. I think they just, sitting on the ball and not moving. I think they need to just keep moving and keep playing and turn up the intensity. It's the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, so right now, would you make any adjustments right now, you think, in regard to the Kinkaid?
I would like for Jeff to turn it up a little bit and go ahead and challenge the guys a little bit more. He's being a little bit too passive, so I think he just needs to, step up. He needs to get in the game. He needs to be more active.
So he's gonna hear that conversation from you when you get home, right?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And of course, speaking of Jeff, he has some colleges, a lot of colleges that'll be recruiting him right now. What are some of that you guys like?
Well, he's getting a lot of attention from Stanford, Alabama, Georgetown, Texas A&M. So not real hard offers, but he's getting a lot of attention from a lot of Ivy League schools also.
And some Ivy League schools, so of course I would assume it definitely has Ivy League type grades at Kinkaid.
Right. Yeah, we got a call from Harvard yesterday and Yale a couple of weeks ago, so he's getting a lot of attention from a lot of Ivy League schools.
Hey, one thing about it, hey, it's safe to say that you guys will save that college money you had from him, buy him, get him a car or something, and enjoy it, because he's going to go to college for free, that's for sure.
Without a doubt, without a doubt.
But thanks a bunch, Mr. Robinson. And of course, speaking of Robinson, back to you, Steve Robinson, and of course, Nick Strong over in the booth.
Hey, thanks a lot. Jimmy Hicks working the sideline, father of Jeff Roberson Sr., the 6'6" forward. Actually, he's only a junior, the 6'6" forward. Made some good choices there for him, Coach. I heard Georgetown, something different than Justice Winslow.
Well, I tell you what, when you go to, we talked about private schools and the benefits of going to private school, and that has to be one of them. You throw Stanford in the mix, you throw Georgetown in the mix, you throw Harvard, and you got to be Ivy League. You got to be academically sound to just even be considered to go to any of those institutions. So one of the benefits of going to private, getting that private school education is that your academic foundation is there. So then that opens your ability to look at some of those premier academic institutions.
Ivy League not playing bad basketball either, Coach. Cornell ranked top 25 this year. Along with Harvard, ranked top 50 in the country.
Well, you remember Princeton made that run a few years back.
That's
got to
right.
be able to travel.
Well, Cornell made a run last year in the playoffs. Got a chance to play in the NCAAs.
And I tell you what, for Ivy League schools, that's what it takes. You got to get a few kids such as Roberson.
Yeah.
You get a look at the replay right there, and the pressure, full court press now for Kinkaid. They got a couple turnovers in a row, and all of a sudden this lead is down to 11 with 7 minutes to go. Plenty of time to go here in the fourth quarter for Kinkaid to make a run.
Mr. Roberson did say he likes Kinkaid chances.
There's a trap off the dub. Good decision right there on the outside.
Sam Maves, the teardrop bucket. The lead is cut to 9.
They're back under 10. Now you can look up at the scoreboard and see yourself coming back.
Oh, that'll work for the Falcons. A steal at half court. There's Roberson. Now out to Mays. No good. And I don't think that was a good shot. You didn't have to take that 3 right there.
Yeah, the transition 3 right there. Could have pulled it out for a better opportunity if you're Kinkaid. A little bit quick with the trigger right there.
And as we see, St. John's, Justice Winslow, coach, 24 points tonight. Leads all scorers. Actually make that 25. 13 for 19 from the field as we see the replay there. The blocking foul.
Yeah, they got Wilkins right there on the hit, but I like what Kinkaid is doing, turning up the pressure on the ball handlers of St. John's, trying to get that turnover, get themselves back into the contest.
Shot is up, rebound, Kinkaid Falcons, and a foul under the rim by the Mavericks.
I'll tell you what's going on right now, Nick. Kinkaid with their pressures has forced St. John's to speed up just a bit. They're playing a little bit faster than they have been for the first 3 quarters. So now you're getting some turnovers. A little bit out of control for St. John's here early on in the fourth quarter.
Not their game plan, I take it, in the fourth quarter. It's the Mavericks.
Not at all. They want to play very methodical unless they have a clear opportunity to run.
And there's Roberson going on the lane. No good. A little forced. But here come the Mavs.
Yeah, it was a good baseline spin right there from Roberson.
Oh, wow.
He just wasn't able to draw the foul or put that layup down.
How do you stop this guy, man? You're not going to stop him.
No, you're not going to stop him. And as we talked about earlier, you want to look to contain him, but you're not going to be able to contain a player of Justice Winslow's caliber with just one player. You're going to have to find a way to put some pressure on him.
Yes, sir. Justice Winslow, 48-38. Lou Court on the campus of St. John's High School. You see all the banners in the background on the wall? And Winslow misses the second. Here's Roberson. Roberson driving to the lane, and he's going to be whistled for a traveling violation. St. John's basketball.
Yeah, a little indecision right there by Roberson as he made the move right there down the paint. Had Winslow on his back, didn't know whether he wanted to attack the basket or dish that basketball.
They're going to get it back to Winslow here, I take it. There it is.
Once again, a smaller, quicker defender, but in the case of pretty much everybody who's guarding Winslow tonight, they can't stay in front of him. He's blown by everybody.
Hanson, Haywood from downtown, yes. 51-38, just under 5 to go. And the Kinkaid Falcons just can't get back into this contest the way they want. They have not lost yet this year. But as Coach Zimmerman said early on, Coach Garrett lives through this basketball team, win or lose.
Yeah, no doubt. And this will be the second time that these two teams have played each other, of course. And so it's a good chance that they may meet. Well, they're going to meet again in district play, but then it's a chance that they may meet once again in that state tournament at some point. So, right. I mean, if you're not able to come back, if you're Kinkaid, you want to definitely learn as much as you can about your team here tonight.
Thomas Dillon hits the front end. 51-39 to score.
Offensively, Kinkaid has not done a bad job besides not making outside shots. But on the defensive end, they're going to have to find a way to stop Justice Winslow or do a better job on him.
Well, they don't have a lot of height. They've got Jeff Roberson at 6'6".
Right.
And Hutch Oldman, we haven't even seen him yet.
And we haven't seen too much of Roberson on Winslow here tonight.
And Bryson King, the 6'5" forward. You know, he's not been too much of a factor here for the St. John's Mavericks tonight, or for the Kinkaid Falcons.
I would like to see Roberson on Winslow and see what he could do on a larger defender.
Haywood dribbles 5-second territory, gets it out. Right wing to Winslow, Justice Winslow.
Running clock right here if you're St. John's. You're up 11 with 4 minutes of play, and it's a good possession. Trying to take as much time as you can before you take that shot.
Oh, wow. What a foul. You didn't have to do that, son. Larry Wilkins charged for the blocking foul. And it looks like we'll take our last media timeout. Coming down to the home stretch. 51-40. The Mavs lead the Falcons of Kinkaid High School. Welcome back to the Jimmy Hicks on the sideline.
In this game with Kinkaid down, I had to go reach into the back of the stands and get some spiritual guidance for him. I found the pastor, Kirby John Caldwell, in the stand. I didn't know you were a basketball fan.
Well, I'm a Kinkaid fan. You know, we have a couple of members on the Kinkaid team, and they are playing their hearts out right now, so I'm pulling for them. But, you know, I enjoy basketball. Now, just because I went to University of Cashmere High School, that does not mean I'm not a basketball fan.
That's right, and we both were Cashmere alone.
I like that 5-4 rim there, by the way.
Hey, I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah,
Now,
you got it going on.
Now, what would Kinkaid have to do is 3.5 left. They're only down by 11. What do they do to come back?
Well, first of all, to make that three-pointer, that's a good start right there. We've been missing too many three-pointers and the turnovers, man. The turnovers have been killing us. But we you know, hope springs eternal. And look, we got to not allow St. John to hit these free three-pointers. They're getting free looks from the three-point line. That's not going to work.
Well, I'm going to say one thing, and I'm going to definitely say amen to that one right there. And appreciate it. Thanks for your time, Coach. Enjoy the rest of the game. Thanks. Hey, back to you, Nick and Steve.
Kirby John Caldwell in the house tonight. Windsor Village United Methodist as the Kinkaid Falcons get it right back. Roberson into the lane, off the glass, tipped in. No, yes! Buckets. The lead is down to 6, Coach, and we've got basketball here in Luke Court. Long pass. Roberson loses it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Timeout. And that's the right call there by Coach Babel.
Man, I tell you what, I think that some kind of way the pastor, when he got on, since he's been on, they went on a 6-0 run right there. Dick Kinkaid, I don't know what type of blessing he put on the team, but it's paying off. Only down 6 here with 2 minutes and change to go here in the fourth quarter.
You know,
right back in this contest.
You know, I'm from Chicago. You know, back in my city, the church I attended, Kirby John Caldwell, used to come down and give a blessing every year around Christmas time at the revival back home at St. Mark United Methodist. So, you know, shouts out to Kirby John Caldwell, who does a lot for this Houston community. His church over in the Hiram Clark neighborhood. Of course, he was the pastor for the Houston Texans as well. You know, he's been around. He's been around the University of Kashmir High School. Him and Jimmy Hicks, teammates.
How about it? I'll tell you what, with 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go, take a look at Coach over there with St. John's Mavericks. He's telling his club, hey, we got 2 minutes and 38 seconds. We have the lead. We don't have to play fast. We can take our time. And the last couple of possessions, they've rushed their offense, turned the ball over, and that's what's allowed Kinkaid to get back in this contest.
51-45. We've got basketball here. 2:38 left to go here in this contest.
Look for Kinkaid to trap out of this half-court set. Try to continue to force those turnovers. Look at the pressure right there. There it is.
St. John's will reset.
The last matchup, it was a meltdown by Kinkaid in the fourth quarter, which allowed St. John's to win after Kinkaid had the lead. We'll see if Kinkaid can turn the tables on St. John's here on the road.
They're going to go inside to Winslow.
Got to double him. He's too small to hold him one-on-one.
Turn around, 2 shots, but make him earn it, huh? 34 points tonight for Justice Winslow, 15 for 20 from the field.
Yeah, Justice Winslow, you can see you see the percentage, 75% from the field if you're Winslow, right there with a 6-foot defender behind him, giving up 6 inches, trying to hold him in the post. The double team came over late, and Winslow's back at the free throw line for 2.
Can he extend the lead? No, he doesn't. And a quick foul there by they're going to call them the Kinkaid Falcons.
Yeah, I think number 34, Randall, may have gotten away with a push in the back right there as they were both going up for the rebound.
Larry Wilkins has fouled out this contest.
And that's a big loss here.
He's a shooter.
For Kinkaid, he's a shooter and the leader. 4-year letterman for the Kinkaid Falcons.
So that's going to force back into the game number 12, Stephen Osuji, the 5'10 junior guard. My first private school basketball game here in Houston, Texas, and I love it, Coach. Every bit of it. St. John's led at one point by 14. The Kinkaid Falcons have a lot of fight, and they're not giving up so soon. Here they come. There's Dillon, left wing.
Got to move the ball with the pass, not the dribble.
Roberson, guarded by Winslow. Losing the basketball to the Falcons. Here come the Mavs. With under 2 minutes left to go, and they lead by 7. There's a double team. 5-second, no, timeout. St. John's. Great call there with the timeout, double team. And the St. John Mavs have the lead by 7. And they've got to play keep away here and run some clock off that clock.
Real close to a tie-up right there in that corner as they came across half court and got stuck in no man's land. This St. John's, good timeout call right there by the Mavericks. They've got to keep that ball in the middle of the court.
We've got another guest, and he's a weekly guest on our show. Let's go right on to him, Jimmy.
Hey, now speaking of legends, it's legend time. Down in the closing moments, I got legendary Coach John Lucas in the house.
Hey, Coach Hicks, how you doing? You're doing a good job. I like that hat.
Kirby John, Coach Pastor Caldwell tried to take it off my head. So I had to come over by you, get some protection.
What a good game, huh? We got some great talent, great atmosphere. I think Winslow has been outstanding. So is Roberson. And Kinkaid's fighting their way back, last minute 36.
So what did the Kinkaid have to do to win this game?
Well, that trap has been very, very effective. I've also liked the idea that they put a smaller guy on Winslow, and I love the adjustment that Winslow and Coach Barber made by putting him on the post. That was a big difference. That's something we hadn't seen in Winslow's game. And my goodness, look at all the scouts that are out tonight that can't be on TV that are here, but we got Kansas, we got U of H, we got A&M, we got a lot of teams in the building, and that's good to see for Houston basketball.
Speaking of Houston basketball, you're going to be busy as a bee next coming weeks. You have the NBA All-Star Weekend coming up. And what do you got on the plate?
Well, we got a celebrity bowling coming up on Thursday night, and we got golf on Friday, and a President's Tournament that's going to be scouted by RCS Sports and Texas Round Ball, and Jimmy Hicks is out there to speak. So we're excited about it, and you know, it's just a great time for basketball in Texas, and more importantly, is that you're doing something over at Fondy with high school basketball. That'll be great. So high school basketball in Houston is doing well thanks to you all and the broadcast that you all are doing, and guys like you, Jim.
Well, and lastly, now Justice Winslow, you're very close with him. You work him out a lot throughout year round. Now, tell me this: what does Justice possess that will qualify, certify him in regard to, I guess, among a lot of his peers around the United States you see all the time?
Well, he just continues to get better and better. His shot has improved, what he does off the court as well as on the court, but his overall, he can really defend right now at a high level. And I think he has a chance of a great upside. I think that we have potential in 4 lottery picks in the next 6 years in Houston. The Harrison twins, Winslow, Kadeem Ladden, Justin Jackson, and some other guys that are coming.
Like Kelly Oubre from over at Bush.
Kelly Oubre, I forgot all about Kelly Oubre. And there's another one. We've got a lot of good talent. And then we got something that's just below that with Joe Burton, Jonathan Motley. You know, you're not the only one that know all the high school ball.
Well, that definitely, hey, one thing about it, we're going to call you Dr. Lucas right now, because you got a PhD in this basketball. Play, your hard work, and you develop them all. But anyway, back to you guys, Nick and Steve. Thanks a bunch. I'm over here with Coach John Lucas.
Josh Armstrong from the outside, Coach, and this lead is down to 4.
Yeah, it's down to 4. Need a turnover right now if you're Kinkaid.
Justice Winslow on the opposite side, and a quick foul there as J.T. Trauber dribbles the basketball as he goes inside, and he'll shoot the 1-and-1. He'll shoot the 2, double bonus.
So now you play the foul game if you're Kinkaid. It'll be 2 the rest of the way from St. John's, but they finally were able to make a big 3-pointer. Now you need some foul shots to be missed, and you come back down on the other end. Maybe if you get a couple threes to fall, you find yourself possibly able to tie this game or take the lead.
They lead by 6, 54-48. Kinkaid's going to come back down the court, and they need a quick basket.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a 3 right now. You're down 6, but you don't have to have a 3. You just need a quick hoop.
And there's the quick steal. And I don't know, you don't want that. You didn't want that. But great, it was great that it was kick out of bounds by the Falcons. You didn't want too much play going on in the last 35 seconds. No showtime there needed.
Yeah, it was a good look to the trailer by Justice Winslow. But, hey, you are up 6. Just dribble the basketball out and run a little clock and go home with the victory.
Schreiber to inbound. Ball is up. And a quick foul. It's going to be on Kinkaid. And the St. John Mao is going to shoot there, too. And the student section here, Coach, goes wild.
Yeah, they're going to let them know about it. Talked about how intense this rivalry really is between St. John's and Kinkaid. And you can see it here tonight with this capacity crowd. Fans on both sides well represented. You got purple and gold on one side. You got red and white on the other side. And, I mean, they are split right down the middle.
St. John's trying to extend this lead, and they do. 56-48. And the Falcons will give it one last drive. And that was last touch by the Kinkaid Falcons coach, and that may do it here on Luke Court. St. John's to inbound. Will Kinkaid foul? No, they'll try to play the 10-second game. Loose ball. And, Coach, I love rivalry basketball.
Yeah,
it's like the Lakers Bulls, the Knicks Lakers.
Love frustration right there. And it looked like he was forming up for a tackle. Was Bryson King right there on the foul.
You got to get one before you leave, huh?
And Coach did tell me in the pregame that he played football.
Yes, he did.
Bryson King.
That's right.
So.
Defensive tackle, if I'm not mistaken. Or was he defensive end?
I believe he played defensive end.
Okay. You know a lot about defense, and they're going to take him out the game. He needs to come out. Great game by Bryson King tonight.
Good effort by the big man at Kinkaid.
Yeah.
There's too much Winslow here.
Lead back up to 10. And Thomas Dillon to the rack. Lays it in for 2. St. John's leads now by 8. What were some of your thoughts back about tonight's game so far?
Well, you got to take your hats off to Justice Winslow. He carried the St. John's team here tonight. He did everything. He scored. He shot the 3-ball well. He hit his free throws. He played excellent defense. He ran the point at times. So all-around game on showcase and display for the world to see for Justice Winslow here tonight. I mean, he doesn't need a highlight tape. He can just put this game on. He had numerous highlights here tonight, so an excellent showing by Justice Winslow for the Scouts. And just not enough for Kinkaid.
I hear Jimmy has somebody on the sidelines. Let's
All right.
go to him right now.
It's the end of the game. It's time to celebrate. I'm right here with the St. John's fan club. There we go. Let's go. Hey, I'm rolling right with them, baby. Yeah, we are rolling. Yeah, I'll take it back to you guys.
Jimmy Hicks getting the student section rocking over there at St. John's. Wow. Wow. Jimmy Hicks in the house. RCS Sports. As a quick foul comes for the St. John's Mavs. Let's go to him one more time.
Hey, I'm back here again with the St. John's. Oh, what do you call yourself? I'm with the Mavericks, baby. Where my fan up? Here we go, baby. Yeah, I'm raising the roof. Hey, we rocking over here, baby. It's Friday night. We going. We rocking it over here. We rolling through that. I got them going, baby. We going. Hey, it's happy hour at St. John's tonight. Back to you guys.
6:59 to 50 and happy hour here inside the Lou Court Fieldhouse, Coach.
Wow.
Wow. What a game, what a rivalry, what an atmosphere. You know, I've got to take in the football game next year. You know, I've seen it a couple times on television, but, you know, the basketball game is nice, but I've got to take in the football game after seeing this basketball game. I can just imagine the tailgating that goes on with this game. Played over at Rice Stadium, as I hear. We go Kinkaid to the rack. And tipped in, no tipped out, and going to the free throw line will be a Kinkaid Falcon. They'll prolong this game an extra 2 seconds. And the student section has brought out the keys, and here come, Coach, here they come.
Super subs.
We call this the mop-up man on the baseball field, huh?
1.63 remaining. Wow. 2 seconds.
He's going to get his team a standing ovation when they come off the court.
It's a classy move by Coach.
It is. Here they come. Paul Lebowski, William Treichman, John Kim, Joshua O.T., and Jim Mace as they replace the starting 5 along with Justice Winslow. You called him Mr. Basketball.
Mr. Basketball in the state of Texas.
Shot is up. St. John's wins 59 to 50. We'll wrap things up here inside of Lou Court when we come back. St. John's over Kinkaid.
Footage was captured at a local grocery store. This man just took money from his bank that wasn't in his account. Did you catch it? Let's see that again. There, he just got 10 cents back for every $10 or more purchase on his debit card with cashback counts checking from Community Bank. Imagine a bank that actually pays you to use your debit card. Swipe all you can from your bank. Community Bank of Texas. Bank where you live.
You know the first thing people say after trying Raising Cane's premium, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers? Served with extra-long crinkle-cut fries, made fresh daily cane sauce, and grilled Texas toast? They say, "Where have you been all my life?" To which our chicken fingers don't reply because, well, chicken fingers can't talk. Raising Cane's. One love.
Up next for Career Day, quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
That State Farm agent said she helps people. What do you do?
I play football.
That's not a job.
Well,
Did you save my dad hundreds with the discount double check?
no, but I was MVP last year.
Mr. Hubble says trophies are for people with self-esteem issues.
Who's Mr. Hubble?
That's Rod Hubble.
No, it is not. For savings, we're best in class.
Hey, Roger! It's got double check!
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Welcome back to the broadcast. We're here with tonight's player of the game, none only than Mr. Justice Winslow, who had 35 big points here tonight on 16 of 22 shooting. Justice, how do you feel after a big win over your bitter rival, the Kinkaid Falcons?
It feels great, you know, especially we lost last week to Episcopal, so we really just wanted to bounce back and come get this win, protect our house. You know, we came out, played strong. The effort was there. They made a run. But we just stayed with it, which was great to see. We really persevered towards the end of the fourth quarter. But it was just a fun game, and we played great.
Now, talk a little bit about the rivalry and what it's like to play in this type of atmosphere here. I mean, it's crazy. You got your fans all your classmates going nuts. You got, everybody's parents are here. You got college recruiters, scouts in the stands. Tell us what it's like to play in this type of atmosphere and how you keep your composure in this type of game.
Well, I mean, playing this kind of atmosphere is great. It's how it's going to be at the next level, but just the rivalry, dates back like 50 years, 60 years. So, I mean, I just always like playing against Kinkaid. It's going to be intense. They're going to bring their A game, but it's just a fun atmosphere playing like this in front of all these people, and I just enjoy it.
Now you're back-to-back state champs. You're going for the three-peat. What do you think you guys' chances are of proceeding on and sealing this victory and getting that third state championship?
Well, there's some great teams that we have to beat to go to state, but I think we can do it. The only team that really can beat us is ourselves. So we just gotta do the things we've been doing all season, stick to the game plan, and just play our game.
Now you spoke earlier about colleges, so I gotta ask the big question. We gotta ask the question: where are we going to school? I know you're just a junior, but what are some of the schools that you're looking at?
Well, just recently I narrowed my list down to 10, and it was North Carolina, Duke, Florida, Kansas, Texas A&M, U of H, Baylor, and then on the West Coast was Arizona, UCLA, and Stanford. So with those schools, I'm just trying to find the best fit for me, take a slow approach to it, make sure I make the right decision. But right now I'm just trying to enjoy high school, and only got a year and a half left, a little under a year and a half. So I'm just trying to enjoy it because I've been growing up with these guys. I know I'm gonna miss them, but college is too far away right now. I'm just gonna enjoy this victory tonight.
Well, there you have it from Mr. Basketball. We gave you that name tonight. In the state of Texas and Houston area, Justice Winslow, 35 big points here tonight. Excellent job, big man, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Lone Star College opens doors for nearly 50,000 students. And we're ready to open doors for you too. Register now, on campus or online.
Get the 20-piece McNuggets.
What?
That lovely girl that caught your eye? The 20-piece McNuggets are only $4.99 on the extra value menu. You offer to share them. A conversation begins.
That's pretty smart.
I've been around.
20-piece chicken McNuggets, just $4.99, only on McDonald's extra value menu. The simple joy of being extra smart.
You know the first thing people say after trying Raising Cane's premium, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers? Served with extra long crinkle-cut fries, made fresh daily cane sauce, and grilled Texas toast? They say, "Where have you been all my life?" To which our chicken fingers don't reply because, well, chicken fingers can't talk. Raising Cane's. One love.
.59-50 your score. The St. John Mavs defeat the Falcons from Kinkaid High School in one of the oldest rivalries here in the Houston area. Nick Strong alongside the coach, Steve Robinson, and Jimmy Hicks lurking the sidelines tonight. Jimmy, the atmosphere across the way was awesome tonight.
Oh man, hey, you saw me in the stands. I went out there and I almost did the mosh move with the young kids from the Mavericks. Hey, I'm gonna have to go and get the heating packs ready when I get home tonight.
We had a fun time tonight. Great game. Justice Winslow came out, showed out, and he's on his way to college definitely in the next year, and even the NBA possibly in 3.
I mean, 35 points, and he got the 35 the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
It was smooth, and I'm telling you, when he came to play, I saw Justice warming up before the game downstairs in the locker room. He was on the bike, had his headphones on, and I stopped by and I waved at him. I say, "Are you ready?" He say, "I'm about ready as I'm going to be." He's saying, and you could just tell he had his game face on. And he came out here, he defended his home turf. And I said it before the game started. One of the keys to victory was going to have to be an aggressive Justice Winslow. And he's aggressive, and that's what it all transpired down to. He came out from the get-go, 10 points in the first quarter. He had 20 at the half, and it was smooth money. I mean, he missed 3 free throws in the fourth quarter, but guess what? And they Kinkaid pushed it close. I mean, and the one thing I like about it, they did not give up. But however, my man Jeff Robeson, one of the things I was looking for in regards to the coach from Kinkaid as far as making, I guess, adjustments was, why didn't he put Jeff Roberson on Justice Winslow at some point in that second half? That's what I was looking for to happen. And so was a lot of the fans.
Yeah, that's what we talked about that, Nick, and we talked about that, Jimmy. Why not go with a bigger defender on Justice Winslow? They went with the smaller defender, Dick Kinkaid, here tonight, and it was not the right formula at all. As you can see, he was just overpowering Kinkaid's guards down low and their position players down low, as he just threw the ball to the post repeatedly. And you're right. Why wasn't Jeff Roberson used in the post in the second half? But for Kinkaid, this is a game they can definitely learn from, because they have one more matchup in district play before the playoffs begin. So Kinkaid has a lot to learn from, and I think with what they have, and you saw the run that they made when they put a little pressure on St. John's. St. John's had a couple of turnovers, they hit a couple of shots, and I think that's really what it came down to tonight. Kinkaid was cold in the first half. They didn't make a lot of three-point shots. They didn't make a lot of outside shots. They took a couple quick looks, and next time around they get a couple threes to fall, and they maybe make that adjustment on defense, and you can have a different outcome for Kinkaid.
Shortly, guys, real quick. Does St. John's get a three-peat this year with Justice Winslow?
It's going to be – they definitely have a chance. They definitely have a great opportunity to do so. When you have a premier player that you can just throw the ball to at the top of the key and let him go one-on-one and have his way, it's definitely a luxury. You got a kid that can go for 35, 40 points at any time, and you can throw it to him in the post, you can throw it to him on the perimeter. He can defend, he can do it all. And Justice Winslow is a big-time player. He's a prime-time player. He's one of those kids that can carry your team in crucial situations. And what I really like about him is he's so calm. At no point in this game did you see him ever get frustrated with anything that was going on. Even after he picked up the 2 offensive fouls early on, he had plenty of poise and composure. So that's what you look for in your primetime players. They definitely have a chance to win.
Repeat, Jimmy.
Well, anything's possible, and he did it before. He can do it again. I'm never going to count Justice Winslow out, and so I'm going to put my chips on Winslow.
59-50 your score here from St. John's High School. The Mavs defeat the Falcons of Kinkaid High School. For the Legacy Production Sportsnet crew, the coach Steve Robinson, Jimmy Hicks of RCS Sports, and our statistician, Special K Kelvin Cofield, I'm Nick Strong. Thank you and good night.